So the U.S. government has been trying to strangle the Venezuelan economy. It started with sanctions in 2017 that prevented essentially the country from accessing international capital markets and the oil company from restructuring its loans. That put Venezuela into a hyperinflation. That was the utter collapse. Oil earnings plummeted. The earnings that are used to buy food and medicine collapsed. That's when the social humanitarian crisis went spiraling out of control. And then in this year is with this idea, very naive, very stupid in my view, that there would be this self-proclaimed president, which was all choreographed with the United States very, very closely. Another round of even tighter sanctions, essentially confiscating the earnings and the assets of the Venezuelan government, took place. Now Venezuela is in complete, utter catastrophe. A lot of it brought on by the United States deliberately, creating massive, massive suffering. We know there's hunger. We know there's incredible shortage of medical supplies. We can only imagine, because we won't know really until the dust settles and careful studies are done, how much excess mortality there is. But surely in a context like this, this is a catastrophe largely created by the U.S. because, as was said earlier, this is an all-or-nothing strategy. What the U.S., what Trump just doesn't understand, and what Bolton, of course, never agrees to, is the idea of negotiations. This is an attempt at an overthrow. It's very crude, it's not working, and it's very cruel because it's punishing 30 million people.
What's the average salary per month?
40,000 bolivares.
So 40,000, to put that in perspective, you said that's like $6 or $7, right?
$6 a month. A month, not an hour. $6 a month. So you can imagine how hard it is to live here. See the prices here? This is a hot dog, 10,000 bolivares. I was talking about 9,000, but it's 10,000 now. Almost $2. Hamburger is like 30,000 bolivares. It means if you work the whole month, you can buy one hamburger. One hamburger and a can of soda. That's the bizarre economy here. Nobody can afford 1 month living with this salary.
And so how do people buy hot dogs for $1 or $2 when they're earning?
So everybody here has one familiar who has leave the country and send money here. One person send you from outside $100 or $200 monthly. You can afford living here.
And can you just quickly explain what you were telling me about how you don't use cash here, you only use card?
Yeah, here in Venezuela it's very hard to find the way to pay with bills. We don't have bills, there is a lack of bill. Everything is too expensive to carry all that amount of money. For example, a hot dog can cost 9,000 bolivares. Our highest bill is the 500 bill, so you will need a lot of this to buy one perro caliente, to buy one hot dog. One hot dog is 9,000 bolivares, and this is our highest bill. So you need a lot of this to buy. The cashier machine only gives you 3,000 bolivares.
It's 6,300 for $1, is that right?
Now, if you have $1, you can get 6,000 bolivares.
I told you, if you're in Venezuela, Jamaica, any of those islands in that area, I warn you all to get out, especially Venezuela. Why? Because it's on the eye of this serpent. The only way that they can hurt these are their eyes. Everything else is impenetrable. They are getting ready to blind this animal. And if it goes boom in Venezuela, Godspeed for the entire West Coast. The entire West Coast. God, to be more shit. Listen to me, people. Listen to me, people. Here, let me show you. I told you all that this being, this serpent, is woke. This is the mouth. These are the nose holes like a python. All right? It comes right through here, through Venezuela. This is the eyeball. Right there. All right? Right there. If things go boom, that's where it's going to happen, people. Now, let me show you the after effects. Because once you blow this thing's eye up, it's going to cause so much fucking destruction. God. Oh my God. Please, I am begging you. The world leaders, do not do this. Do not do this. All right? Venezuela, that is the eye, right? Listen, people. Let me show you. If you follow me, you know. All right? This is the eye of that serpent, you guys. I've showed you, if you follow me, that the eyes are the water areas like this. I've showed this to you, and the water color is different. Go and look at the color of your serpent's eyes, people. Lord knows. Oh my God, I cannot believe that this is about to happen. I know I talked about it so much, you all. I know I talked about it so much, but it's right in our face right now. And once you blow that eye up, let me show you where she runs. I told you guys. I told you all that you're going to have the earthquakes. And I told you she run right through here, up Yellowstone, Denver. I told you about all of the earthquakes that was coming. You can't say I didn't tell you that all of this right here was coming. All right? Now, holy shit, I can't believe they about to do this. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you are on the West Coast, man, leave immediately. Please, please, please leave immediately. All right? If they blow that, I told you all before, the only thing that's keeping the rest of this from moving is it's frozen here. All right? It's frozen here. All of these circles that you see are earthquakes, you all. She is trying to move. This is her tail. Right there, stops there. This one is another one. We'll get over into that. That's the one that's over in Japan right here. Tokyo, where they blew Nagasaki. And let me show you that Nagasaki and Hiroshima is on the eye. I told you the watercolor changes in their eyes. Nagasaki. All right. Naga serpents. All right. Nagasaki, you all right there. What sense would it have made to blow this up? This is no strategical point for an atom bomb to be dropped on Japan. And I'm telling you all this, listen, if you are on the West Coast, I'm going to get back to us, America. Because, oh my God, ooh, shit. I can't believe they're about to do this. I cannot believe they're about to do this, you guys. You all are about to see the second atom bomb drop right now because of the global warming that they're calling global warming. And all that's happening is we live in a reptile habitat. This is their habitat. This is their lands. We are really the invaders of these lands. I'm just being honest with you people. We're supposed to have a symbiotic relationship with these animals. They don't. The ones that rule the world, they've used them for their oil. This is where all of your oil comes from, here and back this way. From this part of Texas and Oklahoma, back this way. They are literally in the veins. They're literally in the veins of this, oil veins of this. All right. Now, if it goes boom here and they blow this eye up and they hurt this serpent, what do y'all think is going to happen? What do y'all think is going to happen up here? Huh? What do y'all think is going to happen? This tail is going to whip forcefully down this way. Forcefully down here. All right. And when she whips forcefully down there, a tsunami will start. Hawaii, oh shit. You will not be again. You are looking at 100% death rate when that tsunami comes from that tail whip. All right. And that tail will not whip unless they explode that fucking bomb down there. Otherwise, she will move slowly the way she's been moving. All right. And I'm begging these people, Do not go to Venezuela. Do not go to Venezuela and drop that fucking bomb, people. Please. I am begging you. This is her eye. I don't care if you believe me or not. For those of you that follow me, you know. You know. And I just seen it. They're talking about Venezuelan cartel. Listen, there are no fucking cartels in Venezuela. There are no fucking cartels in Venezuela. Okay? And it wouldn't fucking matter either way. It don't have nothing to do with the rest of the world. Ain't nobody dying in Venezuela yet. This is it, people. This is where your next bomb, if dropped, will be dropped. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But God, Lord knows, Lord knows, Lord knows, Lord knows. If you are on the West Coast, when that bomb goes boom, everything around here is going to whip. And when it whips, it's going to split. The United States, right down here where she runs, all right, it's going to split the United States right down here where she runs. And when that tail up here whips, when the tail whips, because it's going to fucking whip. Oh, it's going to whip. I'm not even sure how tall the tsunami's going to be. Holy shit. As big as this being is, if they hit her with an atom bomb and her tail whips, Hawaii will no longer be found again. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we will probably have, I thought I was thinking 5 mile high tsunami. I'm at a point right now where if they blow that, as woke as she is, and she whips her tail, we're probably going to be looking at more of a 10 to 15 mile high tsunami. And when I say that waters are going to recede from everywhere, everything over here, when the waters recede from over here on the West Coast, they're probably going to recede back this far. When I say recede, you guys are going to look and try to figure out where the water has gone. The beaches will clear. And whenever that water comes back, number one, it's going to whip and clean off every part of her. Every part of her over here is going to get wet from that water. All right. It's going to affect the United States all throughout here. You know, everywhere that Trump is trying to send these troops, because everyone from over here is going to rush this way. There is not enough shit going on in Chicago to where they need the National Guard. There's not enough shit going on in Washington to where they need the National Guard. They're in Washington because people are going to want answers, and the first place they're going to go is D.C. All right? First place they're going to go is D.C. And all of those people coming from the West Coast over, whenever it starts to fucking happen, they're going to do their best to try to get back over here. Everyone is going to try their best to try to migrate from the West Coast to the East. And these major highways, you know what I mean? All of those major highways that run through all of those places, Illinois, everywhere, Denver, all of those places. All right. These are these major highways. Everyone this way is going to migrate this way. All right. Honestly, I'm not sure if anyone on the West Coast even has a fucking chance if this happens. And I am not trying to be a fearmongerer, but right now, if she moves and this breaks off and she goes underwater, that means that more water could come over, flood over Denver and Colorado, which means that here is going to be about the line where they're going to need troops. All right. They're going to have them around here because everyone's going to flee this way. Everyone. Denver, flee this way. New Mexico, this way. Texas, this way. Everywhere. If anyone else is left, North Dakota, all of them are going to flee this way. And most of them are going to end up in Illinois, Chicago. Everyone here in this area right here will end up trying to go towards Chicago. That's the next closest place. Or St. Louis. All right. Right around here, Missouri area. Please, I'm begging you all, please do not drop the bomb in Venezuela.
Here's how Venezuela collapsed in just 1 minute. This is Venezuela, once the richest country in Latin America. In the 1970s, it had more oil than Saudi Arabia. Oil made up 95% of its exports. Money was pouring in, but the country got addicted to it. In 1999, Hugo Chavez was elected. He promised to help the poor. He kicked out foreign oil companies. He gave away free food, homes, and cash, but it was all paid with oil money. Then, oil prices crashed. Venezuela ran out of money overnight. The government printed more, and that's when things got worse. Inflation exploded. $1 became 1,000,000 bolivares. People couldn't buy food. Shops were empty. Hospitals shut down. Crime exploded. So millions left. They crossed into Colombia. They walked to Brazil. Some even fled to the US. But the government stayed in power. With help from Russia, China, and a loyal army, they arrested protesters, rigged elections, and blamed everyone else. Today, Venezuela still has oil, but the economy is dead.
Inflation in Venezuela is more proof that money is a hoe. The banking system is a fraud. This paper is now worthless.
Me volviste a dar. Qué lujo, qué lujo. Qué lujo.
These are all Venezuelan money, stacks upon stacks of it. Ever since hyperinflation happened in Venezuela, a lot of Venezuelans have immigrated into Colombia, and some of them have found creative ways to make a living through their native currency of Venezuelan bolivars. Their biggest bill is 50,000, which is worth 9 cents. So this is like $120. You can see the scales have colors to them. This is actually really intricately made. It's very, look at this backside right here. So this is a 1,000 Bolivar note, which has an armadillo in the back, and then there's this armadillo made out of 1,000 Bolivar notes. So we're gonna buy a collection of every Venezuelan bill for about $8.